Kate handled these shipments and made deliveries all across the island. She would later say an upside to the strike was that she got to see so much more of Sodor, and wherever she went, she was greeted warmly, more so by some than others. So what's this book you be meaning to tell me about? It's called The Hobbit. It came out last year, and my driver's been raving about it ever since. Oh yeah, I heard about that one. Said to be pretty good. But what's a hobbit? Apparently, it's a little person who lives in a hole beneath the earth. This one's name is Bilbo Baggins, and he goes on this grand adventure with a group of dwarfs and a wizard to kill a dragon. Kill a dragon? That's a bit much for a so-called children's book, don't you think? A lot of children's books are like that when you think about it. You're certainly right there. My driver once told me about Little Red Riding Hood, and I couldn't believe what I was hearing. What kind of mother lets her daughter skip through the woods alone? And how can that same daughter not realize a wolf is impersonating her gran? Search me. But at the end of the day, I suppose it's all a bit of fun. I'll tell you what's not fun is me going more than a week without a washdown. I must look terrible. Rubbish. You look lovely. Really? You think so? Hello, Thomas. Hello, Kate. How are we on this bright and beautiful morning? Oh, Scarloey. Hello. What's the matter, Thomas? You've just saved him from an embarrassing situation. He has not. I've got nothing to be embarrassed about. Then answer this question. Do you really think I look lovely? I hope to hear your answer someday. Until then, have a good one, handsome. Smooth, Thomas. Real smooth. Sorry I didn't get here sooner. I doubt it would have made much difference. Does she know how you feel about her? Probably. Everyone else does. Then the best of luck to you, my friend. Thanks. So I arrived at Wellsworth to drop off my trucks. The second I shunt them, Thomas and Percy start laying into me. What'd they say? Among other things, that we're a pack of lazy gits who wouldn't know what hard work was if it rolled up and bumped us in the bunker. Kept on saying that if we were proper engines, we wouldn't have needed their help to begin with. And what did you say? I reminded them that the only reason we needed their help was because their boys at Knapford were the ones who went on strike. After that, they belted right up. Nice one. I tell you what, it's great we don't need their help around here anymore. I'm with you, Diesel. I almost choked on the air of snobbery that accompanied them. I was one happy lady when they rolled out of here for the last time. I'm surprised to hear you say that, Lily. Why? I saw you chatting to Gordon on more than a few occasions, and you were always smiling around him. I couldn't help but notice a few grins on his part too. You lads wouldn't be jealous by any chance, would you? I'm going to pretend I didn't hear that. Well, I'm going to pretend that you did, and that you are. I find that wretchedly adorable. Or maybe just wretched. I don't know. Give it some thought, boys, and then let me know how you truly feel. Ta-ta! Caw! Sounds like the nor'easter's vanity rubbed off on her. As if we'd be jealous of that galloping blue sausage. I know. That'd mean we'd have to fancy her in the first place. Exactly. You don't, right? Did you really just ask me that? It was going to drive me balmy if I didn't. You balmy for asking in the first place. I knows you haven't answered yet. Fine. No, I don't. I regard Lily as a sister, nothing more. Oh, that's a relief. I was worried for a second. Now it's my turn to ask. I'll save you the effort. My answer's the same as yours. Good. So we won't have a problem then. No chance. Fellas before fillies any day. Too right. It's just not fair. Rich's child is going to have to grow up without him. And what happens when they're old enough to ask how their father died? What do you tell them? That he was murdered by a ghost? How can anyone be expected to handle that kind of truth? It's a dilemma to be sure. One that I sadly can't answer. In a way, I hope we don't find Dominic. I don't trust myself not to say or do anything to that spiteful Spectre. Well then, I shall have to do my best to keep him safe from you. Thank you for listening, Gordon. Any time, my dear. Any time. I may hold you to that. All right, we better get moving. Douglas and James should be near the crossing at Wellsworth by now. I'm right behind you, my dear. Don't you fret.